Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Ananta from Universitas Negeri Malang. The motion in front of the house is this house regret the glorification of online learning. As the Prime Minister of this session, I absolutely agree with the motion. Why? The word glorification means the act of making something seem better or more important than it really is. While the fact says that online learning brings more disadvantages rather than the advantages. How can online learning bring more disadvantages than advantages? Here are my point. My first point is online learning provides flexible learning time and place. It means that you can study in your home, cafe, or even when you're out with your family. Does it good? Yes. But one thing that we should underline here is the word flexible learning time and place. Many students believe that online learning makes them study 24/7 wherever they are. Remember, 24/7 wherever they are. It absolutely means that online learning forces students to study. People who are forced mainly will become stressed and depressed. When it happens, their work will not be maximum, or worse, it might not work at all. In some extreme cases, with the existence of online learning, there are a few people who ended up commit suicide. From this point on, we all can understand that online learning brings harm than good. My second point is online learning in Indonesia, to be specific, shows the gap between the rich and the poor. This gap is exposed and shown clearly. Why does it matter? It matters because online learning helps those who are able to study because they have the facilities such as smartphone and internet connection, and some may have a personal computer as well. On the other side, it kills those who are not able to study due to the lack of facilities such as the signal is not good in their area of living, or worse, they don't even have any smartphone to support their study. Does it really happens? Yes. The fact that I've just told you shows that the problem, which is the uneven of distribution of needs of every single student, and this problem is the other problem that is brought by online learning. From this point, it shows that online learning brings more harm than good. Alright, next is beside the flexible time and place and the uneven distribution of needs, online learning encounters another problem to students. It is the health problem. How can such thing happen? It is simple. Online learning needs screen to do the works. As my first point, it is clearly stated that students do their work 24/7. In other words, they have more time spent in front of the screen. Staying for too long in front of the screen can bring harm such as eye health problem because we stay for a long time seeing our screen. Besides staying for too long seeing our screen, we need to sit down whenever the class is started. It will give birth to another problem, which is backbone problem. It maybe it's fine if we have 2 or 4 credits in a day, but how about having 8 credits and more in a day? Is it possible? Yes, of course, it is possible. Well, you know the answer. Another health problem is that because of online learning, the lack of having enough time to sleep and socialize exists. Is online learning able to bring that problem? The answer is clear yes. As my first point stated, students tend to work more. That may cause them to lose their time to sleep and socialize in order to fulfill the assignments provided by their teachers. The impact is they have less time to sleep and socialize. What may be brought by the lack of sleep and socialize? For the lack of sleep, it gives birth to problems such as people might become forgetful, It may trigger serious health problems such as heart attack and high blood pressure, and people might become grumpy and many more. For the lack of socializing, it brings problems such as people become more individual, or we can say apathetic, or the condition where people are unaware of their environment and they become lonely. Does lonely matter? Yes. A research conducted in University of Chicago states that loneliness lowers immunity. It means that the more you feel lonely, the easier you can get sick. Besides lowering immunity, loneliness triggers stress. Well, I don't need to mention the negative impacts of stress because negative impacts are the only thing that can be brought by stress. From this point, it is clear that online learning brings more harm than good. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the explanation, we all know that the glorification of online learning must be stopped. And that is why I, the Prime Minister of the House, absolutely agree with the motion. The, the motion is this House regrets the glorification of online learning. Thank you very much.